Hi, I'm Neo, your guide to uncharted worlds. Today we're heading to KEPLER-62f, a mysterious exoplanet 1,200 light-years from Earth in the constellation Lyra. It orbits a red dwarf, KEPLER-62, a star smaller and cooler than our Sun. This planet is one of the most searched by Earthlings. Let's find out why. Let's go. KEPLER-62f is located in the constellation Lyra and was discovered by the Kepler telescope in 2013. What's hiding under those clouds? We'll soon find out. Habitable zone. Beautiful, isn't it? We've landed. KEPLER-62f is 1.4 times larger than Earth, with slightly higher gravity. The first thing that stands out is the light. The red dwarf paints everything in crimson tones. There's no day as we know it here, just eternal twilight. I'm standing on KEPLER-62f, a planet 1,200 light-years from Earth, under the purple light of a red dwarf. There is no sun as we know it, only eternal twilight, and a silence that seems alive. It's not just rocks and sand. It's a world full of mystery. Why is it like this? How did it become home to life? I'm here to find out, and maybe understand more than I expected. The air here, thick, almost tangible. The sky is purple, like a sunset that never ends. The red dwarf floods everything with its light, faint but warm. This isn't Earth, but there's something familiar about this silence. What if there's more to this atmosphere than meets the eye? Maybe it holds traces of the past or the future. The sand beneath my feet is purple, as if impregnated with something alien. And these cracks, they're not just fractures. There's a vapor rising from them, faint but alive. This is not a dead world. There's something going on here beneath the surface. Could it be the breath of the planet, or the first steps toward a life we don't yet understand? The atmosphere here is a true marvel. Dense, with high levels of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. It shields the planet from the star's radiation, but creates a greenhouse effect. The temperature's around 10 degrees Celsius, almost like Earth's autumn. These clouds are the key to life here. I can see the horizon, dark silhouettes of rocks, smoke from volcanoes in the distance. This planet is like a book written in a language I'm just learning to read. Each step reveals something new. What if we're not the first to look up at this sky? Maybe someone has already left their questions and answers here. Traces of methane. Life? Let's check the hydrosphere. KEPLER-62f has no oceans like Earth, but it does have underground reservoirs. We've found one lake that's surfaced. The water here is salty, laced with minerals, and glows due to bioluminescence. This isn't just water, it's life. Kepler-62f's hydrosphere is a potential liquid and vapor water system that plays a key role in the planet's habitability. Being in the habitable zone of a red dwarf, Kepler-62f may have a unique hydrosphere adapted to its harsh environment. Glowing lakes reflect the purple light of the red dwarf, creating a mirage of starry skies on the surface. Steam-spewing geysers are illuminated by volcanic heat, forming ghostly columns in the twilight. The sight is like the breath of a planet, visible to the naked eye. The unusual chemistry of the lakes hints at the possible intervention of ancient technology that stabilized the hydrosphere for life. What if the water of Kepler-62f holds traces of artificial molecules left behind by those who were here before us? The volcanoes here are still breathing. Lava fields stretch to the horizon, and geysers spew steam illuminated with red light. It's like stepping into another world. Quartz crystals sparkle everywhere. They catch the starlight and turn the desert into a starry sky beneath your feet. Imagine a planet where volcanoes create beauty, not just destruction. The quartz crystals on Kepler-62f could have formed from silicon rocks cooled after volcanic eruptions. Their glow is the result of fluorescence under the weak ultraviolet light of a red dwarf. Geysers may be connected to underground reservoirs of liquid, perhaps water or ammonia, making them potential hotbeds of life. But what if these crystals are not just decoration, but part of an ecosystem? Volcanism on Kepler-62f is probably caused by a combination of internal and external factors. The planet, being a super-Earth with a mass about 2.8 times that of Earth, has a powerful core that generates heat for radioactive decay. In addition, tidal forces from the red dwarf and neighboring planets in the system, such as Kepler-62e, create gravitational stresses that heat up the mantle. This is similar to the volcanism of Io, a satellite of Jupiter, but adapted to exoplanet conditions. Volcanoes eject not only lava, but also gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, and hydrogen sulfide, which form a dense atmosphere and maintain the greenhouse effect, making the planet warmer than expected for a red dwarf. There's life here, not plants as we know them, but something like lichens or fungi. They feed on minerals and glow in the dark, perfect for Kepler-62f's eternal twilight. Life. There's life even here. Not flowers, not trees, but something different. It's like lichens or fungi. They grow in the cracks, feeding on minerals, and glowing in the dark. It's like the planet is breathing light. What if this is the beginning of something bigger? Maybe there was more life here millions of years ago. Or is it still waiting to happen? These lichens may be analogous to terrestrial extremophiles, such as cyanobacteria, which use chemosynthesis instead of photosynthesis. Their bioluminescence is probably the result of chemical reactions with minerals that absorb the star's weak radiation. If they're really alive, they could be the first links in the food chain. But what if their glow is a signal to other life forms? Where's the fauna? The fauna here is something incredible. Small creatures, like jellyfish, float in the dense atmosphere. They feed on the lichen's spores and glow just like their food. Look up. These creatures are like jellyfish floating in the air. They feed on lichen spores, and their light twinkles in the sky like stars. The dense atmosphere holds them like water. It's so simple and so incredible. What if they're not the only ones? Maybe there's something else hiding out here somewhere, watching us. Hovering jellyfish may utilize buoyancy in a dense atmosphere, similar to terrestrial aerostatic organisms. Their bioluminescence probably serves to communicate or attract food. But something else is hiding here. KEPLER-62f holds secrets. We found a trace, not natural, but artificial. Someone or something was here before us. This changes everything. It's not natural. This footprint in the sand is too smooth, too alien. Someone was here before us. Or something. Metal, a faint energy signal. This isn't just a planet. It's a mystery. Who left this behind? Another civilization? Machines forgotten by time? Or something we can't even imagine? Look at it from above. KEPLER-62f is harsh, but beautiful. Lava fields, glowing lakes, floating creatures, all part of its unique world. From high above, KEPLER-62f comes alive. Lava fields, glowing lakes, hovering creatures, all a dance of life and rock under a red sky. It is harsh, yes, but beautiful. It's a world that doesn't give up, and it's full of wonders. If you know where to look, we've only just begun. Every step here is a question. Who left the footprints? What awaits us beyond the horizon? KEPLER-62f isn't just a dot on a star map. It's a challenge, and maybe the key to something bigger. This is breathtaking. I look at that silhouette in the distance, and I think it's calling us. We'll come back, and we'll know the truth. It's alive and full of wonders. Time to head home, but we'll be back